Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We're located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. To get a hold of me, simply call the office at 303-684-3404. So I have good news for you today. We actually have a brand new one hit the lot that is available. I mean, we're getting a lot of interest on it, as you can well imagine, but as of right now, this truck is still available. This is a 2022 M2 106. The conversion is Summit Hauler. So some things we're going to do in today's video, we're going to go over some options that you have if you call early enough and order from us in time to go on ahead and implement those. So we'll go over that as we go through the video. But as we admire this truck from the side view, obviously it is a bright white in color. Some things that are different than years previous to this. If you look at the lighting that runs along the bottom, there's a substantial amount of lighting. In addition to that, there's another row right above. So at night, this truck really lights itself up very well. Underneath here is a trickle charger. So an example of when you would use that if you're in your travels at night, all you have to do is find a 110 outlet and plug that in, and that will assist the batteries in maintaining power. If you want to use the lights on the inside of the truck, things of that nature, that will assist the batteries. In addition, right here is the block heater. So those winter months, things like that, it's a good practice to get into to plug that truck in. Now, as we look at the truck from the front view, I'm going to work from the ground up. We can see that the bumper is broken into 3 parts. So if we are in an accident, we can simply replace one of the parts instead of having to do the entire bumper. There's tow hooks located right below that. As we come on up, grill purchase from the C9 company. LED headlights on each side. Now this is made of compressed fiberglass, so it makes it extremely tough. A couple of years ago, we had a hailstorm come through, just beat the thunder out of the pickup trucks, but you couldn't even tell anything had happened to the Freightliners. As we continue up and take a look at the windshield, that's 2,500 square inches of glass. So that makes visibility simply outstanding in this truck. That, coupled with the fact that you are above traffic in your travels, you can really see what's not only in front of you, but coming on the sides as well. As we continue on up, we see yet even more lights with the row of orange lights going right across the top. Under the hood, we find the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This truck brings 360 horsepower and 1,100 foot-pounds of torque. So as you take a look underneath, we see how things are kind of color coordinated. The red part, we're going to leave that for the Freightliner mechanics. However, where we see yellow, such as here for the oil and right across for the coolant, are things that you and I can check for pre-trip inspections. This is a fuel water separator. Plus right beside that is power steering fluid. A safety advantage to this truck is, say we are underneath it and taking a look at things and a gust of wind comes up, that's not gonna slam into us. You have to manually force the hood down. Now let's take a look at the tires. Those are Michelin 255 80R 22.5. And as we notice right here, this is unique to the Summit hauler conversion, that those are tire balancers. So basically that's an additional drum put in that has BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you go and as you pick up speed and as you gain momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. So that does a couple of things for us. Not only does it make it a more comfortable ride, but perhaps more importantly, that will extend tire life up to 40%. As we take a look inside the driver's seat, you'll find the softest leather on the seats on the market today. Both the front driver and passenger are air ride. You make those adjustments right here. They are also heated, so there's the button for that. It comes with a lumbar system. So here's where we let air in and out of the back of the seat. Over here we find adjustments for the brightness of the dash. We take a look at an upgraded door panel located here. Now the truck comes with two 50-gallon fuel tanks, one under here, one under the opposite side. So as the truck is sitting in rest, as it is now, that fuel is going to balance itself out. However, when you go to fuel up your tanks, you're going to want to do that independently. In addition to that, the DEF tank is underneath here, which holds up to 6 gallons. Recent data is showing about 300 to 350 miles per 1 gallon of DEF. Now, as we take a look at the back seat, you can see just how much room is available in this truck. Not only here to here, but up here as well. So that really makes those long 12, 13-hour drives feel like you're going to the grocery store. So there's a substantial amount of room in this truck. In addition to that, the back seat does make down into a bed. Simply with a push of a button, and it goes right back up. So now let's focus on the bed of the truck. As you can see, it comes with two storage components. All of them are diamond plated. And as you can see, it has a connection to an air hose right over there. So I mentioned that we were going to talk about some options that are available with the truck. One is you can get an additional storage bin located right at the front. As you can see, it's already pre-drilled and ready to go if you decide that that's something you want to purchase. You can purchase the storage component after the fact. For example, if you buy this truck and you want to go ahead and have that storage put on, we can simply drop ship that to you, and it's simple enough where you can put it on yourself. In addition to that, you can get the bed lined on top of the diamond plate. That'll simply protect your investment going forward. Now as we take a look directly behind, and we're going to work from the ground up, we can see it comes with the hitch for a bumper pull. Right here is where we hook up the lights. One big advantage to this truck over some of the other ones on the market is this trough. As you can tell, we let room for you to hook up your trailer. So I've seen several trucks come in on trade that this is solid and just really beat up back here. Well, that prevents damage to your truck. as you can see that there is a hole already drilled for a gooseneck ball. So you can either do that, or I would say 80% of my customers go on ahead and upgrade to what's called the Hensley hitch. So basically that is a hitch that has airbags underneath it, so your trailer is riding on air, and it's very easy to convert between a gooseneck ball and a fifth wheel hitch. So that's something to keep in mind, and upgrade that you can do to the truck. As we go on forward and up, we can see the backup camera located right there, and more lighting on each side. As we continue on, let's talk about the warranties that come with a brand new one. The cab and chassis basically come with 2 years, unlimited miles. Now on the transmission, which is an Allison, that's 5-year unlimited miles, and 3-year 36,000 miles on the conversion. Something else I wanted to address real quick, because I noticed in the comments is a question that's popping up a lot, is do you need a CDL to drive this truck? And the answer to that is only if you're using it as a commercial basis. You know, the hot shotters, things like that. But if you're towing, you know, an RV or horses, things like that, you really don't need one. But also, states are different, you know, so I would recommend calling your local DMV and just verifying through them that you do not need one before purchasing the truck. As we take a look at the back seat again and kind of take a glance at the console, you can see that there's charging ports for phones located right there. And as we look at the passenger side, underneath here gives us access to the cab air filters. Adjustments are just like the driver's side, so we can let air in or out, located right here. Here's the button for the heat for heated seats, and the lumbar located there. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. Over here is the button for the fan that pushes air into the back of the truck. Blue for cool, red for hot. As we come on down, engine brake located right here, up for high or down for low. An example of when we would use that, if we are towing a heavy trailer and we're coming down a sharp decline, we're going to want to turn that on, because basically that slows everything down. So that will make things safer for everybody on the road. Now this is an automatic. Right now we're in neutral with the brake on. So it's very simple to drive. R for reverse, N for neutral, D for drive, and we're on our way. As we take a look at some of the buttons up here, cruise control located here. These are for the windows, located here. This is the dump valve, and what that does is let air out of the bed of the truck. So if you press that and let all the air out, you can simply back under your trailer and let the air back in to help make hooking up your trailer simpler for you. Another one I want to talk about is the light test button. You can press that in a pre-trip inspection, jump out and make sure all the lights are working on the truck and the trailer without having to have another person involved. You can simply do that yourself. Now it does come pre-lined for trailer air supply. So if your trailer is air, it's already lined up and ready to go. The glad hands are located in the back of the truck, so it makes things very simple for you to hook up. This is the trailer brake. That is the ARC trailer brake. This dial right here is for the stereo, so you can adjust the amount of bass you want in. Climate control located right here. Now the backup camera is located right above the steering wheel. So that makes things very nice. A lot of my customers just leave that on all the time. So if you're driving without a trailer, you can see what's coming up behind you as well. Cup holders located here. As we take a look at the console and open that up, you can see that there is more than ample amount of storage inside. This is stock number 5N220398. If you have any other questions about it, please feel free to give me a call. The cell phone number 970-370-4067. The work number 303-684-3404. Feel free to email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com. Thanks for tuning in today.